Huh? Thought I was supposed to be giving Dad a proper send-off.
We wanted to know how Moira is.
What, you couldn't have asked me that over the phone? I thought it was important.
No, it is. We're worried about you.
Kane?
She has off days, but we are getting used to it, that's all. Can I go now?
No. Why don't you stop here for a bit?
And do what?
Talk.
Oh, just when I thought this day couldn't get any worse. What are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing? Why can't you not just talk to us about what is going on with you?
Because I don't want to. You really think a poxy lock's going to stop me?
Right. What are you going to do? You're going to kick the door down? You're going to steal the key off me? Because I've had so many threats like that.
I didn't mean it like that.
I know what we could do.
What are you doing?
It's back here somewhere. Ta-da!
Where'd you get this?
It's Dad's secret stash. Don't tell him I told you.
I'll take it to my grave.
You know what I mean. He's had it ages. Special stuff is that. All the way from motherland.
Looks like it took the scenic route.
What do you say?
Go on, then.
Oh, don't forget about me. Seriously, you're actually going to leave me out of this?
What about your medication?
One's not going to work.
Really? Oh, Sam, don't do that thing where you pretend you give me apple juice. Come on, I'm not 6 anymore.
You'll always be our kid sister.
Yeah. So what we say goes.
Fine.
To Dad.
To Dad.
To Dad. Ooh.
Do you remember when Butch nicked that teacher's bike? Dad went mental.
Yeah, until he realised how much you were worth. He flogged it, and then you lot got a weekend out of Skegness for that.
You were there and all.
Yeah, we weren't invited. Shadra's just shoved us in the back of a van, wouldn't take no for an answer.
And now they're both out there.
Growing up with shadows, you don't think of yourself as, like, not one of us, do you?
Not till you mentioned it.
It's just, I think of it as being like, just the three of us, together.
It's all I've ever known.
I'm going to kick off at this and all, but you as head of family, it's how we see you, you know. I know Dad did. He told me.
When?
A couple of years ago. We'd had a few and said that you were going to be taking over. Never told me why, though.
Well, it's a load of rubbish. It doesn't mean anything.
Don't say that. You know how much it meant to Dad looking out for everyone.
And you think I can do that?
Of course we do.
Do you know how Moira is? Awful. Tumour's getting worse. She was supposed to have an operation yesterday, but she cancelled it. Because she knew I couldn't handle all this stuff with Dad without her. And you think I could be head of this family? What are you doing?
Well, just thought you looked like you could use a hug or something.
Get off me, you fat egg.
All right. Fat egg.
Well, I'm really glad you've told us all about you and Moira, Ken. Come on. You're going through a lot right now.
Well, you are too.
Yeah, and it's not a competition. Why are you so stubborn?
All right, you're going to have a pop at me now, are you?
I'm just saying, you really remind me of Dad. Do you remember when Jota wanted to tear this place down? And Dad refused to give in. Even though we all said, Dad, there's nothing you can do. It was worth it because they won. Because he refused to give in, and you're the exact same. You even went to prison, so you want someone to have to.
Yeah, because I had to do something about it back then. When things get real, I run, or I lash out. I always have, and you two both know it. See you at Dingles' funeral. Banish us for this.
No. He always snaked a brew after a night at the pub. Said it helped with hangovers.
Really?
Yeah.
You were his favourite, you know. Son, I mean.
I always thought it was Seth or Butch.
Oh, there you are. We were getting worried. Why were that locked?
It's just a mistake.
We've been chatting.
Do you want a brew, lids?
No, thanks. I've got some water by the bed. I think I'm going to have an early night. I'm a bit squiffy. That's why I came back early. Do you know what? They're really doing Zach proud down there. You've been amazing. I don't even know how. I'm so proud of you.
We were just telling him the same.
Anything good?
Just some ingredients for daiquiris, well past the best. When did Dad ever drink them?
No, the mums. He didn't think it was right to get rid.
It was nice that you sent them off together. They'd have loved that. I'll put kettle on.
We're all doing the same thing, aren't we?
If we call it a night, it's like us admitting he's gone, isn't it?
Oh, Mackenzie says Maura's fast asleep, so I'm in no rush. I wish I'd have said something today. He deserved much better than I gave him. You two did good, though.
Why don't you say something now?
Don't be daft. I did write something, though.
Will you read it to us? Please.
There's not a day goes by that I don't think about what Dad said at Butch's funeral. You never forget a man grieving his son. Talked a lot about his faults. About how he was often too hard on us. Sometimes too soft and all. But I thought then, and I still think now, that the person he was hardest on most was himself. Because that man, he taught us everything. Even when we didn't want to hear it. About what's right and wrong. And I don't mean the law, but I guess we've all learned that too, the hard way. No, Dad always had his own code. The Dingle Code. And it's about what's moral. Proper. About how you look out for your family and you always see them right. Because there's nothing more important. Be it your son, or daughter, or nephew, or niece, or, hell, a ruddy dog even. And how you don't let a day go by without telling your partner just how much you love them. And I hope he knew. Yeah, you know, when he went, but before and all, just how much we loved him. Every one of us.
Thick and thin, rough and smooth, everything in between. In my book, that is what love is.
I promised him that day at Butchie's funeral that he'd never be on his own. And he didn't believe me. Well, he never was. And neither will we be. To Zach Dingle. He wasn't perfect, but he was our dad. And in my book, that's even better.